Okay, 5 minutes on the car, light's getting a bit, we've got like a temperature inversion starting to happen over there. So these Monterey pines, when they first tried to grow them, they couldn't grow them, so they had to import the mycorrhizae, you know. So there you go, fellas, you know, biohazard security, and it, you know, it's a bit like the Liberals, isn't it? They quote all these rules, but they don't expect the rules to apply to themselves, you know. And they want your information for free. They want you to allow them to put their name on your work, and they want you to pay them for the privilege of doing it that way. And I say, no, mate, there's a revolution coming in this country. You know, it's going to start with bloody Sydney and Melbourne house. It's going to be like the GFC, you know. Before the PFC, they wanted to lord themselves over you, you know. And when the GFC came along, they weren't magnanimous enough to just shut the fuck up, you know, take a tablespoon of cement, harden the fuck up, shut the fuck up, and just take it on the chin, which is what they tell you you're supposed to do. No, it was, oh, I wanted to lord it. Like it was so blatantly, oh, look at that, over there, the ocean. Oh, pulling out, fellas. It was so blatantly obvious, you know. Sort of like they sort of, Liberals act almost like Mike Armour's plant science, like it's almost like some sort of script out of some sort of book song. This is how you do it, sort of fellas, you know. You know, people in the know, they all get this little book and this is what you do. And they were so upset that, you know, they couldn't actually enact page 35 of the book or something, you know. It's brilliant. And GFC comes along, and of course the banks get bailed out. You know, we bailed out all these banks, and they still want to, they don't want to absorb the cost. They want to pony up and absorb the cost. They want to pass it on to the so-called customers, in quotes, the customers, consumers, but with an H. Yeah, but yeah. So basically all the rich people get the rest of the world to be in debt for the whole lives, basically. That's how they make their money, but the rest of the world being in debt. So you never get out of debt, basically. You're never debt-free, sort of thing. If everyone was debt-free, I think the thing is, they owe us a debt. There's obligation to society. You know, we've been through tough times. We did bail out the banks. Now it's time for you to pony up. You know, you spout all this stuff about these rules and, you know, obligations and stuff. When it comes to your turn, your side of the seesaw, oh no, it doesn't apply to you then, does it? No, you're trying to wriggle out of it. Oh no, can't do that, it might hurt my shareholders, you know. Oh, fuck your shareholders. We bailed you out. If we hadn't bailed you out, you wouldn't have your shareholders. You would have just been toast, mate. What do they make? 35 billion in 6 months. The 4 or 5 major banks have made 35 billion in 6 months. And we're asking them to pay, I think it is 0.06%, which works out to be about 1 billion. So we're asking them 1 billion over a year. We get per year, I think, for the next 4 or 5 years. But they're making 35 per 6 months. So in other words, they're making 70 billion a year. You know, so over those 4 or 5 years, they're going to be 4 7s are 28. You know, $250 billion they're going to make in the next 4, 5, 6 years, and we're asking them to pay $5 billion. And they want to pass the impost. Oh, it's such an impost. We're going to pass it on to our bloody customers. Customers? Bought it in a shop? Yeah, it's like that, fellas, isn't it? Anyway, I'm gas banging a bit too much, but I just want to have a quick squeeze, see if we can see some rockets that we filmed from the other angle, and then I'm going to go back here and try and every so often I'm going to go down a little bit just to see if we can see those rocks and that tree that fell down, because I'm thinking Is that tree actually just naturally fallen down, or someone put it down there to hide some sort of streamlet which would be bloody obvious at this time of year, or later on in the year? It wouldn't be, because the whole landscape would be damp and you wouldn't notice a little trickle. But because everything's almost bone dry around here at the moment, you know, you'd see a trickle, especially if it reflected in the sun, you know, like we found that other place by reflection off the rocks.